The Memphis-Shelby County Crime Commission's latest data shows crime has been trending down even before the Memphis Safe Task Force got here. So who takes the credit for a safer city? You are looking right now at data from the Crime Commission that shows major violent crime in Memphis and Shelby County has been dropping since peaking in 2023. Well, that trend continued last year with major violent crime dropping nearly 30% compared to 2024. But crime is still up about 15% in Memphis compared to the low in 2011, which brings us to the Memphis Safe Task Force. According to the most recent data from the Memphis Safe Task Force, about 5,200 people have been arrested, 853 illegal firearms have been seized, and 148 missing children have been located since the task force arrived in September of last year, which played into a lot of the language when Attorney General Pam Bondi came into town. She was very much touting that the Memphis Safe Task Force is the reason for crime dropping in Memphis. So, Sam, I want you to lead us off here. Give us a little bit more of the facts behind this. Can two things be true, or is there someone or an agency we should really credit?
No, two things can be true. Memphis, over the past really half decade, saw a spike in crime. Almost every year, violent crime and violent crime rates, which are two different things, were going up. And then starting in 2024 and continuing through last year, so really a 24-month period, violent crime has gone down in the city. Did it accelerate? Did we see a lot less murders in the 3 months the Memphis Safe Task Force was in Memphis in 2025? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that they are the reason that we have fallen this far down as a city and a community. And I also want to point something out about rate statistics in general. What we just looked at were rates, which per 100,000 people. There are far less people in Memphis and Shelby County than there were in 2019. Maybe not Shelby County, but certainly in Memphis. The city of Memphis's population has declined, which means that it's actually harder to have a lower crime rate because more incidents with a smaller population means you have a different fraction.
Exactly.
And so that is like a key thing to remember here is that means crime is really down because we have less people.
Yeah. I do want to bring attention, Otis, I want you to comment on this. Kash Patel, the FBI director, mentioned that Memphis was the homicide capital of the world. Now, at that time, the Memphis-Shelby County Crime Commission data tells a different story. Right. So do you issue with what we're seeing with the Crime Commission's data and how the Memphis Safe Task Force has been touted?
No, I don't take any issue with the task force. And I don't think, except I don't know about the missing children. I mean, there has not been any specifics on that. I do trust the Crime Commission, though. They do a pretty good job of assessing where we are using some specific data here. And so I do think two things can be true at the same time. Yes, we have seen crime going down. It really spiked in 2023, and it's been going down ever since. The two notable things here is that motor vehicle thefts went down, and that was a huge problem for us back in 2023 when everybody was getting their cars smashed downtown and windows broken, cars stolen. So to have that go down in a very noticeable way, I think the public sees that more. And there was one other thing that did not go down according to the latest report, and that is domestic violence. It only went down about 4%. And so there's still a concern about issues around domestic violence, which generally does not happen out in the public. It happens at homes, really. And there's nothing a task force can do about that unless they're going to invade everybody's homes.
Which is against our rights, constitutional rights.
Exactly. We got to look at that. But I mean, I am enthusiastic about the numbers going down, and everybody in Memphis and Shelby County should be as well.
Deidre, I'll let you have the last point of this, just what viewers and people should kind of look at or keep in mind moving forward as these crime trends seem to be going down.
I just want to remind people of what Sam and Otis said. They've been going down for the last 2 years, and the task force wasn't here when they started to decrease, right? And so that speaks to the effort of MPD and Chief Davis and the work that MPD's doing. Remember, how's the task force finding out about some of these crimes? They're actually listening to what's going on with MPD and then going to the location. So MPD normally is probably there at the location first, working the event. I see Sam nodding, right? And potentially participating in solving the crime. But MPD is the lead, and I want our citizens to remember that and support our Memphis Police Department, because they're on the ground, and when the task force eventually leaves, they'll still be on the ground doing the work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good note there. When we come back, Shelby County primary elections are on May 5th, and there's a lot of rumors going around about the Democratic side. We're going to get into the criteria for what it takes to run as a candidate.